Hi, Russ Dickey, Director of Marketing from Gomotorbids.com here, and I've had the pleasure of spending the last few hours with Mr. Charles Ross, who's been generous enough to drive out from his home on the East Coast to spend some time in the Gomotorbids.com offices in Kansas City to tell us all about the high-profile items that you'll be seeing across our virtual auction block in the coming weeks and months. Now, Mr. Ross, I got to tell you, we have never seen a collection like yours, and when it was really unbelievable when you first approached us and sent us the pictures. Our jaws dropped, and we really couldn't even fathom the number of items or the quality and caliber of items that you had. Tell us a little bit about how you got into collecting these and your connections within the industry and how you came to amass such an impressive collection.
Well, when I started collecting, I was collecting 55 and 56 Chevys, and I used to take them to car shows and things like that. And I stopped doing that and sold all the cars, and I started collecting NASCAR memorabilia. And I did that for quite a while, and it kept growing bigger and bigger and bigger, and then I started going a lot of races. And I got in, I bought a Signature Series car from Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, their dealership in Newton, North Carolina. And then I got into more like sheet metal and things like that, uniforms and helmets, and it kept growing and growing and growing. It got so big that it sort of outgrew my room, where I kept it in a 40 by 30 garage, and I had it all set up in there like displays and everything else, and then I ran out of space. And then my wife passed away, and she was one of the backers of me in collecting. She helped too, and she loved it, and so I sort of lost interest and got out of it, and I figured I'd better do something with this collection because I didn't know how to get rid of it. And I know I called you, and the first thing you said to me, why don't you take inventory of that and send it to me? And I said, can't do that. I mean, I couldn't make an inventory up of it. So then when Bob and Lisa came and looked at it, they couldn't believe it, and they said, well, we have to do something with this, and that's how it all started.
Well, and during your years of collecting, you were actually on a first-name basis, yes, with the Earnhardt family and Richard Childress as well. They knew to what level and what caliber of a collector you were, as well as Sam Bass, and you were one of Sam Bass's biggest customers, if not his biggest customer.
Well, Sam Bass always used to say, well, you're my northern studio. He says, anybody wants anything, they can go see your collection, and it'll be everything I got anyway on Earnhardt, and he was a real nice guy. I'd known him for quite a while, and I got to know, when I bought the car at Dale Earnhardt's dealership, you belong to a club, and once you get in this club, you have reunions every year. And when I had these reunions, you got to know Dale real good, because he was always there, and he would sort of welcome you on a Friday night, and Saturday we'd go out to dinner, and Sunday everybody would go out to the dealership, and they'd have a big meeting there and a big barbecue with all the employees, and Dale was there, and it was quite a deal. And I got to know Earnhardt, and I got to know Richard Childress real well, and Chocolate Myers, and all the people at Richard Childress' place, and DEI, and Sam Bass's. So.
Well, I want to say thank you so much for choosing us. We're very proud to be representing you and your collection.
Okay.
For all of you bidders out there, check back frequently to this section. You'll have no idea the caliber and quantity of collectibles that Mr. Ross accumulated over the years. Race-to-use fire suits from Dale Earnhardt Jr., and many other legendary drivers, as well as sheet metal, rare artwork, and invaluable pieces that you need to check back often. So be sure to check the Charles Ross auction section here exclusively at GoMotorbids.com.